Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Friday night live stream. And I hope everybody's hearing me and everything's going okay. Um, I've been getting some weird messages on the uh, board, and I wasn't quite sure if this thing was going out or not. Let me double check my mic. Oops. Gonna leave the studio here. Now I got to put myself back in again. When I checked my mic level, I did it the wrong way and went out of the room. So now I'm back again. Okay. Now, tonight is something I really didn't have planned, uh, but based on some things that happened today, excuse me, I figured I might as well get on. Because what I'm doing is I am announcing a policy change and a change in direction for the live stream. Now, as you recall, earlier in the week, I made a post on Twitter and elsewhere that I was going to be making an announcement tomorrow. And yes, I will be making an announcement tomorrow. This has nothing to do with that. This is something entirely different. Now, I've got to switch over here. And I'm trying to get down to where I need to be. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Okay, what I did is I accidentally, I should have looked down below. I have another option on the studio panel. And what I've done is I've taken my camera offline. This is because when I put up slides, it's a little easier to do. Now, I was sent a second notice a few days back warning me that I have 7 days to cease and desist. As you can see, this was sent on Wednesday, June 30th, 2 days ago. So I'm now down to 5 business days. Now, the 4th of July is Sunday, so I don't know if the 5th of July counts as a business day, but it would, if it does, then I'm probably looking at the 7th of July that my time has run out. Now, I am not going to cease and desist because I did not slander, defame, or libel any of these two people. As a matter of fact, they continue to defame, slander, and libel me, as well as other people. And as an example, let me see if I do this in order. This was put up. And this basically states the following are some of the names documented in law enforcement's files as participants, conspirators working with Craig Sawyer's international crime syndicate. And of course, Kim is in there, Craig Sawyer's in there, I'm in there, Leanne Kruger is in there, Ashley Brown, and Alex Goddard. Now, there's a couple names that are missing. Levi, for some reason, got left out of this. And Fireman John hasn't shown up here. And now, I got a cramp. Now, as you can see, this is Randi Erickson's Facebook page. And in the squared off section is the BitChute. Now, remember that Randi Erickson has declared that she owns TimothyCharlesHolmseth.com and that she is the publisher of TimothyCharlesHolmseth.com, and she owns all the writings, materials that Timothy Holmseth produces. And that would include her BitChute account. Now, right in the middle of telling me that I am defaming her and Timothy Holmseth, she puts this stuff up. And, you know, right here, she is defaming me. Now, if these two decide that they want to take this to court, I have 2 banker boxes and a 4 terabyte hard drive and a couple of jump drives that I will take to court, and they will be exhibits in my defense. I mean, 2 can play this game. Now, this brings me to what my comments are going to be tonight. Excuse me, I'm being a little bit sidetracked here. Now, there's also this, which I thought was interesting. This is a guy by the name of Evil Destroyer. Now, there's a number of us who know exactly who this is. Don't mention his name because this guy is terrified of having his name mentioned on the internet. And he told me that if I mention his name, then he's going to report me to the cops for inciting violence in case he gets hurt. I mean, the poor guy is just terrified of this blog. Now, what he did in the second line, and I'm trying to figure out if I've got this highlighted. I put the comment on Twitter. Let me see. And no, I did not. But in this paragraph here, underneath Mert's teeth severely, you say, now, this is a personal attack. This is considered harassment since I'm over 70 years old. You get into, messing with a elderly person. But he writes this: Mert's missing teeth severely has hampered his speech. His YouTube videos clearly show a mentally messed up old man. That's defamation, folks. His gang stalking of Timmy and Randi is unreal. That he could be this sick in the head to keep making videos about Timmy and Randi. And he says this in the very same video where this exists. I mean, he's squawking about me making videos about Timmy and Randi in a video that Timmy and Randi have made about me. But, considering who this guy is, I'll let you. Now, this is the part that is interesting. He writes, everyone send, in all caps, Timmy some money so he can continue to post about Mert and Craig Sawyer and Krim Picasio. We need tons of posts all day long. Now, this is on a website that does not charge to put videos up. This website does not charge to post comments. Why on earth does Timothy Charles Holmseth need money in order to continue to post about me, Greg Sawyer, Kim Picasio, and everybody on the baddie list? Can anybody answer that for me? Maybe one of these people can make a video and explain why it is necessary for Timothy Charles Holmseth to have money to defame all of us. Really doesn't make sense. Now, I'm going to touch on this subject here so that I get this out of the way. This little note was alleged to have been left at Leanne's house. She has told me that her house has been broken into several times. And this piece of paper was left behind. It says PPTF will PR and whatever that is. I thought maybe that was supposed to be prevail, but maybe this is a Q message of some kind, and this was there. And I also just learned that Leanne has taken out a protecting order, a restraining order in the state of California. This is one of the legal actions I was telling everybody that was in the process of being done. There are other legal actions out there that are pending. I did intend to have more from Leanne on her claims, but I was not able to get the material in time. Now, what I want to get to tonight is this. This channel is going to be changing direction. Oh, I see that task force is in here. Who doesn't have jurisdiction? Do you want to clarify that? And task force, this is for you. You gave me a 10-day warning. Now it's down to 5 days. I am not going to take down anything. I am not going to stop defending my reputation. That aside, command post fake news. So you're disavowing command post. Now this isn't. Where'd it go? Here we go. Command post fake news. So she's disavowing command post. I'll be sure to let command post know about that. Now, the thing of it is oh, command post. This is for you. Command post, you are no longer going to be allowed in here. You will be removed and you will be banned from this channel. Any comments that you make on my channel will be removed. The reason for this is because posts made on your YouTube channel by me have been deleted. Posts that were made on Task Force BitChute channel have been deleted. And so I'm not going to allow either of you from this date forward to be in this room, and I will not allow anyone associated with you in this room from this day on. I have already notified YouTube that the both of you are not welcome in here, and I want steps taken by YouTube to make you people understand that you're not supposed to be in here. Now, I don't know why you even bother with this channel, but I guess, you guys don't have a life of your own, so you figure the need to be in here. Yeah, of course you do. That's all things are about, command post, is money. Money, 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 money. That's all you people are concerned about. You're not concerned about missing children and so on. And let's see what we got. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Well, of course, they're all here. Dipshit. Here we go. Now, Task Force wants to see my living room. Why does Task Force want to see my living room? Task Force won't show me her living room. So, well, what what is this thing about uh my living room that fascinates you so much? This is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what's going. We're having a little bit of a back and forth between these two weirdos. Um, because Command Post is no fan of me either, but that's all right. Well, of course he is, but this is the part of the announcement. I'm just watching this really weird chat going on right now. But what's going to be happening is I will no longer mention Randi Erickson or Timothy Charles Holmseth by name. I will not talk about them. People in this chat are on notice. They are not allowed to talk about either Timothy Charles Holmseth or Randi Erickson. The only time there'll be a discussion of these two idiots is if there is any kind of legal paperwork filed, such as the TRO that I have over here on the screen, any lawsuits that may be filed, any arrests that might be made, and so forth. Let's see, I got to get this into evidence. Where to go? Okay, here we go. This is, see, I'm putting this, okay, it keeps disappearing. See, this is harassment. And so when I go to court with Randi and Timothy, this screenshot will be shown to the court as part of a defense exhibit. And MK Ultra Programming, you barflies suck. Well, all right, whatever that's all about. But Timothy Charles Holmseth and Randi Erickson don't want my attention, apparently. So, well, Task Force, I'll tell you what. I am not going to cease and desist. Now, you guys don't want to be talked about. Fine. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to mention you. I'll talk about the task force. I will talk about the PPTF and so forth. The names, Timothy Charles Holmseth and Randi Lynn Erickson, from this time forward, is not going to be mentioned. You are a waste of my time. And I will not catch you because I'm not looking to catch you. I don't give a flying fuck about the two of you. Notice to agent, notice to principal. What video are you talking about? The one thing that's interesting about the cease and desist is they have not mentioned specifically what the offenses were. See, when this goes to court, they have to tell me specifically what the statements were that is defamatory and so forth. They have to tell the court this. They haven't done that. All they said is, you talk bad about Timmy and Randi. So, but, and then we got this. I'm not sure what she means, but I don't care what Timmy looks like. I don't care. He could be Clark Gable for all I call, but he's a liar. He's a fraud. And now he's going to be ignored. And, by the way, I got to find this. This thing is rich. But, I don't get it with these two. There are real sex offenders out there. There are real child traffickers out there. There are real people that need to be gone after. And yet they are going after innocent people. They're going after people that are not guilty. Why? What is it that prevents these people from going after the legitimate criminals? And on top of everything else, now in this latest rant over on the BitChute channel, they've got me involved with McAfee's death. I mean, God. Sure. Well, you're going after the wrong people because you're going after me. I'm not part of anything. You're defaming me. You're making false accusations against me. You've tied me into this murder case out in Indiana. You've tied me to the Kaylee Anthony case, the Trenton Duckett case, the Haley Cummings case, and you accused me of being part of the finders. This is all defamation. This is all fraud. Why do you keep repeating this? Notice to agent is notice to principal. What do you mean by that? Jesus Christ. This is the kind of shit I put up with. But task force is no longer going to be allowed in here. Task force is going to be given times out, and you're just not allowed. Period. So you're on notice. You are not allowed in this room from tonight on. You're not welcome. Lewis Berry. Lewis Berry. Okay, maybe you could answer this one since you want to talk about that. Number one, I was reporting on what 30 Party said. Randi's husband said that they are separated. And, but now let me, I got to get the banner out. Or let me see. I got to get back up in the chat and let me get this out of here. Okay. You see that little red block there, Lewis? Want to explain that? It doesn't say Tim and Randi Erickson. It says Tim and Randi Holmseth. Now, this is not the first time I have seen this. It's in the first notice sent to me. Tim and Randi Holmseth. Did these two secretly go to Las Vegas and get married? I find that rather interesting. Is there a divorce that was gotten, or what's going on? How come we're seeing Tim and Randi Holmseth rather than Tim and Randi Erickson? The whole letter is like this. So, what is the deal here? And I got to take care of something right now. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, I'm back. Well, oh, somebody's upset. Who made that? The video is disgusting. You are on notice. Again, what video? Link the video. I have no idea what you're talking about. But at the same time, you know, maybe you can explain the Randi and Timmy post. I mean, that came off your notice to me. It's right there. Timothy Charles Holmseth, Wednesday, June 30th, 2:25 p.m., 2 days ago. Timmy and Randi Holmseth. I didn't make that video. It's right there. You made it. Go check your email. And again, after you sent me this notice, you go over and you put this on BitChute. This just killed your lawsuit because you are accusing me of being a criminal, being part of an international crime syndicate. That's defamation. That's slander. That's libel. This slide will be presented in court if you ever sue me. And this is going to be put in along with this statement and other statements that you've made about me. So you have been put on notice because I will demand when I win my case in court that you remove everything that you have said about me. You write a written apology saying that you lied about me. And then as part of punitive damages on top of the primary judgment, I am going to seize control of virtually all of Timothy Charles Holmseth's websites. I will become the owner of the websites. That is what I will demand of the court if this thing ever goes to trial. So now you can be put on notice. Because they have yet to link whatever sick video that they are talking about. I have no idea what these people are talking about. Wow, interesting. Link the video. I have no idea where the video is. How am I supposed to take down a video if I can't even see it? You're not willing to tell me where it is. So, And I think that Timmy and Randi have probably several hundred videos that need to be taken down. Ha, really? Well, Lewis, tell you what. Send it to me. Send the link to my email. I also am on Twitter, Witness1 at Twitter. You can send it there. Send me the video. I'm going to have my Gmail ready to go if you decide to come in and send me that video. Yeah, I like these people, like this Lewis Berry character, accuse me of things, and then they don't show it. Say, oh, I can't post it. Give me a freaking break. There's a way of getting around it. You put up the channel where the video is. You don't have to link it. You just put up, like, from the desk of Mert Witness Live. You put up the date the thing was made, and it'll show up. But I've got my Twitter account up, and my Gmail account is up. And nothing yet. So well, there's my Gmail. Everybody knows my Gmail. So we'll see. We'll see if Lewis Berry puts up the video. This ought to be interesting. Now, I will be making the announcement tomorrow at 9 p.m. as to what the announcement that I told everybody that I was going to be making. This is not the announcement that I had intended upon. This was to put everyone on notice that after tonight, the names Timothy Charles Holmseth, Randi Holmseth, or Randi Erickson are not to be mentioned on this channel. I will not be talking about them by name unless there is any public, legal, verifiable information out there about them. If somebody files a police report, somebody files a cease and desist, a restraining order, if somebody sues them or says that they are going to sue them, that information will be posted because the third party has declared it, it's provable, and so they can't argue defamation of character. Because if they have a problem, you are getting sued, Mert. Well, bring it on. I told you. You will not give me the name of your legal counsel. You will not give me I have told you in my letter that I need a place to send you the materials for my lawsuit against you because you're going to get sued as well. You know, that screenshot right there above your banner that I've put up is proof enough for me to take to court and say, this is what these people are saying about me. And another thing, task force, that you need to look up. Again, I have told you this. I'm trying to give you some advice, save you a little money. You, Randi Erickson, and Timothy Charles Holmseth are what is known as public figures. And Timothy Charles Holmseth has declared, oh, yeah, Rebecca, there'll be a countersuit because what it'll be is when I go to court and I present my defense to the court, I'm going to seek compensatory damages and actual damages and punitive damages, as well as injunctive relief. Because I can prove that for the past 6 years, Timothy Charles Holmseth has defamed me. I can prove that for the last 4 years, 4 years, that Randi Erickson / Holmseth has defamed me. All this nonsense about being part of this international crime syndicate, being a person of interest in the Delphi murders is slander. And it's actionable in civil court. And so, yeah, they can go ahead and sue me, but they're the ones. And look, this is a response. This is all task force is capable of, is these little snippets. But guess what? After tonight, task force isn't going to have a voice in here. Louis Berry is not going to have a voice in here. Timothy Holmseth is not going to have a voice in here. And Randi Erickson isn't going to have it. They're going to be banned from the room. And their posts, if they post something on a comment on my channel, it'll be immediately deleted. And no, I have spoken to the Delphi law enforcement, and they're not happy at all. They have told me point blank that I am not a person of interest, that I have nothing, I have nothing to worry about. But, he is willing to send me a statement, if necessary, to that effect. And that statement will be used in a court of law when they sue me. Yeah, you got to get paid because that's all you're in this for is the money task force. You're not in this to save children. You're in this for the money. I don't know why you're suing me. I don't have any money. The only thing you're going to do is I will likely be homeless because I don't have the money to afford a lawyer. I'm going to fight you as best I can. But if I lose, I'm going to be homeless. But that's what you want. You don't care. If I lose the lawsuit and lose the house, I'm going to have to take the dogs up to a kennel because I can't afford to raise the dogs out on the street. So not only are you going to harm me, you're going to harm my 2 dogs, because I just, I can't, if I am homeless, there's no way I can take care of my dogs. So you're going to punish Amber and Skippy in the process. So, you're dog haters anyway, so. All right. Timmy and Randi. Randi and Tim relationship. Okay, let's bring up YouTube. Anybody else do the same thing? Look this video up. Okay, now we got. Oh my God, this is funny. This is my task force. How this is there. Whistleblower tells all about Timothy Holmseth and Randi Erickson. You got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, thank you for this. I'm going to put this on. This is going over on Twitter, so people on Twitter can see this. So anybody wants to see this, I've tweeted it to Twitter. I didn't even know this account existed. Yeah, you just did me a good favor, a big favor, Lewis. And let's see. Let's go back. Okay, I'm going to subscribe to this. I'm the only subscriber. Somebody made this 9 hours ago. Okay, let me do this. This is about a 30-second video, and all it says is whistleblower tells all about Timmy Holmseth and Randi Erickson's sick relationship. That's all it is. It's a banner. But just to let everybody know. See, as the owner of this channel, I can post. All it is, Levi, it's a 30-second video. It's got a picture of Randi and Timmy next to each other. And I don't see anything. It's weird. But I just subscribed to it. I'm the only one. It's a 31-second video. And all it is, it's a picture of Randi, picture of Timothy. Whistleblower tells all about Timmy Holmseth and Randi Erickson's sick relationships. That's all it says. Now I've got the sound turned off because I don't know if there's any copyrights. I don't want to be playing copyrighted material into the room. So, I can't delete it because I didn't make it. Now, no, I'm not going to. Task Force. This is somebody put this up. I didn't put it up. You don't like it? Tough shit. Go after the person that made the video and complain to YouTube. Yeah, but is there music? Levi, I can't play it if it's got music. Dumbass. Lewis Berry. Get this through your thick head. I did not make the video. Okay? Well, they can go and see for yourself. Oops, wrong one. What the hell's the... Okay, everybody, I don't know if you can hyperlink that. You could probably do it off my chat post, but you can go to that link and see the video. It's 30 seconds long. I don't know what the audio is, because boy, somebody is really upset. Look at how upset Lewis Berry is. Lewis Berry, look above your name. You see here where it says International Crime Syndicate, participants in conspiracy. This is what these people are accusing me of. And you're griping? Okay. See if this plays in the room. Well, that's a third party. That was gross. Oh my God. A little late. It's already been played. So I guess you can add that to the lawsuit. Why do you keep repeating this? I mean, we got the message the first time. But well, I heard it, Levi, and I really that's not appropriate for the room. But people can go to the the link is in my room, but you can go to YouTube and you can watch it. All you have to do is the video is here. If you go to YouTube and oops. All right, I made a mistake here. But well, in a minute, I'm going to do this another way. But if you go into Task Force or into YouTube and type that exactly the way it's written right there, you can copy and paste it, and it'll take you to the video. And it was made the 2nd, and it says it was made 9 hours ago. Probably 10 hours ago now. How can I be held liable? I like this. If you play that video, you will be held liable. How will I be held liable? This is a public post on YouTube. I can't be liable for somebody else's work. So, you can sit there. You are put on notice not to play that video or republish it. You are forbidden to play it. Kirk? Kirk is going to deal with me. Oh my God. Oh, I've got to see. Yeah, come on, Kirk. Bring it on. I want to see what kind of BS you pull out of your butthole. Man, Lewis, you're about the dumbest person I've ever had on here. Kirk. He's the dude that got Chris Hallett killed by the sounds of things. God, what an idiot. Okay, everybody, it looks like Kirk Pendergrass is going to be dealing with me. Oh, this is just royal. Oh, God. That's the funniest thing. Kirk didn't shut down a damn thing. He got his ass arrested because he was pretending to be a lawyer, and he's going to get arrested again. The guy is an absolute fraud. And Lewis, you are brainwashed. God, give me a fucking break. Yeah, he will sit there and quote the law. Yeah, I think the law is going to be doing a few things to Kirk Pendergrass. God. I'll tell you, there are some extremely stupid people in here tonight. This Lewis Berry is a piece of work. Hey, Fire and John, you're missing all the fun. Welcome. Your job as a hammer starts tomorrow night. Because none of the trolls, this Lewis Berry character, Task Force, they're not allowed in the room. Nobody's allowed to even talk about them anymore. So, this is kind of a free-for-all tonight, but the hammer's coming down. Oh, and you missed out on the bad boy list. The High Command published a bad boy list. Look at this. Oop, why is it not coming up? Let me see. Here we go. Let me get rid of this moron. But Craig Sawyer, me, Leanne Cooper, Ashley Cooper Brown, and Alexander Goddard are participants and conspirators working within Craig Sawyer's International Crime Syndicate, according to Timothy Charles Holmseth. Here we go again. Task Force, after tonight, you're not going to be able to ask this because you're not going to be here. I'm going to have Fireman John. I'm going to be giving several people the wrench, and your ass is going out the door. No, not you, Bridge Burner. This Lewis Berry person. I'm probably got names mixed up here. But yeah, that's it, Tech. Kirk didn't do a damn thing. Kirk is out there, soaking people for money with these weird webcasts he does. I fall asleep even trying to understand what he's talking about. So, yeah, Bridge Burner. I'm sorry about that. This Lewis Berry is who I was referring to. Yeah, I've seen pictures of the house. He's right in the middle of an industrial park. It's a very, very small house. Yeah. Okay. Thank the gods. Oh, I love it. Yeah, but to bring Kirk Pendergrass into this, oh God. These people, I wonder if he's going to be the lawyer in the lawsuit that they want to bring against me. That would be a trip. But at least well, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, we might as well troll proof the room, tonight. But again, just to be clear, we are not going to be mentioning Timothy Charles Holmseth or Randi Erickson by name from this day forward. I will be making an announcement tomorrow as to what the new path of the stream is going to be. I've been beating, this has been beating a dead horse when it comes to these people. Everybody knows about them. Everybody knows what they're about. And it's time to move on. The only time I'll be talking about Randi and Timmy is if they get arrested, they get involved in some kind of legal dispute where papers are filed, if somebody files restraining orders, all of that. Then I have the legal right to talk about them. So that basically is that. There's something coming up starting tomorrow, and I'll get into specifically what it is. And from that day forward, the topic changes. And it's going to be mostly that topic that we will start tomorrow. And there is no reason for us to pay attention to Timmy or Randi anymore. Well, command posts, you are also going to be another one that's not going to be allowed. All your comments that are on YouTube are going to be deleted because you delete my posts on your YouTube channel, so I'm doing the same in return. You are not allowed on here. You're not welcome. You can go worship Timmy and all those people over on BitChute, but I have no need for you. And command posts, what's going on tomorrow has absolutely nothing to do with Phil McConnell, has absolutely nothing to do with Randi Erickson, has absolutely nothing to do with Timothy Holmseth. Nothing. So, I guess you're going to have to find some other idiot to, bother or whatever, because you're not going to be in here. Period. So get used to not being here. Yeah, this is all. Yeah, I've always wondered why these characters even come in here. Yeah, it's one of these things that. All right, let's see if this works. All right. Okay, I don't know what happened, but this just screwed up my chat. All right, it went away. All right, yeah. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but if anybody feels like saying hello, you're there. Because this is actually this had intended to be a long one. Well, yeah, I know I put a bug up his ass, and I really don't know why. The one thing that's noticeable in the okay, Levi. Okay, let me unmute. Can't unmute. Levi, your mic is muted. And I can't unmute it. You have to unmute it. But, yeah. All right, we got another one. Okay, we've got two Levi's. Let me pull this down.
All right. Spit it out. She opened her butthole. She fucking opened her female hole. She opened that butthole, right? She opened her asshole, and that's all it took. Right? Right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Just spill it, right? He fucking ate her asshole out. He fucked her asshole, and that hooked it. That's what we're supposed to believe, right?
Oh my God. Well, that's one way of getting it in here. Watch that. They'll add that to the lawsuit now. Thanks, Levi. That's one way to do it. Well, yeah, now you can shower. But after tonight, we aren't going to be able to do things like that. This is kind of the last hurrah. Because I just, yeah, well, keep it to yourself. It's a right to remain anonymous here. So we'll just let that one go. But it's, we got, but I found this message to me. I hope I pull up the right slide because I can't read these. I thought this was funny when I read this because you are hereby noticed for the second time to cease and desist any further malevolent defamation, slander, and libel in regards to repeated unlawful actions or statements referring to Timmy and Randi Holmseth. Hello, John. Apollo House. John, do you read? Earth to John.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There you are. Yep, I can hear you.
All right. I'm just getting situated here. Hold on.
All righty, no problem.
I tuned in late. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay, because this is really not a primary live stream, because what I was doing is I was basically putting Timmy and Randi in exile, along with their supporters, the task force and command, and all these other trolls that are showing up in the stream. This is their last night, and he just called you a task force has called you a pervert.
Oh.
That's defamation and slander. So now I'll be adding that to the lawsuit. They sent me a second notice. They're going to threaten to sue me again. And they filed on Wednesday that I had 7 days to shut up. And we're down to 5 days now. So sometime after the 4th of July, I suppose Kirk Pendergrass is going to be their lawyer. Or somebody. I don't know.
Well, I think he's in jail under contempt of court right now, isn't he?
No, he got released. He got 2 days in jail, and he got a fine. But he's out there making an ass of himself. But that's not going to go very far. Because he's going to do it again. He's going to be in jail again, getting his bologna sandwiches and glass of water or whatever they do up there.
Kool-Aid, I think. I think they get
Kool-Aid. Oh well,
Is Task Force back in the chat room?
Yeah, here she is.
Okay, I'll
add this, Murray. You and Chair and Taylor need to cease and desist before Kirk sees you into poverty. Even worse than you are now.
Oh, okay.
Kirk is. Oh, okay. Answer me this, people. What is surring? I'm going to be surred. S-U-R-E-S. So I guess that would be S-U-R-E. So I'm going to be surred.
She's drunk, Mert.
Of course. It's got to be the only explanation.
The worst thing you can do to her is put her in timeout, which I'm about to do.
Go ahead.
There. Okay. There you go. She's
all right. I'm going to pull it. But see, from this night forward, they're prohibited to be in here. So if they show up, out they go. So I'm going to need a wrench at precisely 9:00 tomorrow night.
All right. I'll be there.
I'm going to make anybody on the trusted list that wants to be a wrench, you'll be made a wrench. And we're just going to clean house.
You got to get Jolly and Mama and Lee.
Well, Well, if these folks want to be wrenches, they can speak up, and I'll put them in there.
Command post is back in there. I have to put him in timeout because that's what really frustrates them, Mert, when you put them in timeout.
Yeah.
Because
well, command post is one that's on the list, and I will be deleting command post comments off my blog or off my YouTube channel because I made several posts to command post YouTube channel, and they were summarily deleted. So command post needs to go bye-bye.
Well, he's in timeout for 300 seconds, and that drives them crazy because they have to wait for 300 seconds, and then they come back in, and then they get put out for 300 seconds, and but I would think that Randy or Tim would come on your StreamYard and talk to us. Don't you think that's what they should do? If they're
well,
so sure
they're
of
too much of
themselves?
a coward. They'd rather make threats. Okay, Okay, I would have to do this in YouTube. Because on my stream that I got here, can a wrench make somebody a wrench?
No, I don't think I can. I would. I'd make
okay, because what I'm going to have to do is, and let's see, somehow.
Rebecca Ann would be a great wrench.
Okay, what I'm having to do is I'm going to log into Facebook again, or into YouTube as a viewer, and I might be able to do it that way. Because this software that I've got here that I'm running on, there's nothing on here. This is different than YouTube, this chat that I use. And I don't know.
Levi would make a great wrench. Alex would make a tremendous wrench.
I'm going to have so many wrenches, I'd be able to have my own toolbox. Okay, let me bring...
But I would like to take this opportunity to ask Task Force to click the link and come in and talk to us and tell her about all these big lawsuits that she's going to sue everybody, and just tell us what it's all about, because she knows she's full of shit. They don't have two pennies to rub against one another, and they're gaslighting. They're trying to gas. It's not even good gaslighting. It's pathetic.
They seem to think that I really care.
Well, you do care, Mert. You do care, because you know that these people are the worst of the worst, and they've been doing bad things, and you've dedicated a good part of your life to exposing them, so you do care. I care. The people in the chat room care, and they're
all right. I'm going to have to figure out. Somehow, I'm gonna have to get a hold of the people that make the software to figure out how to make everybody a wrench. Because the only other way I can do this, I may have to come in using my other software just long enough to make the appropriate people a wrench.
Let's see if I can make somebody a wrench. Because I've got two. No, I can't do it, unfortunately. But Mert, I think all you have to do is go under the YouTube software and click on whoever, and you can make them a wrench that way.
Because I came in the chat through my YouTube channel direct, and it's not allowing. Let me pull this up again.
If you can get into YouTube chat, if you click on whoever you want to make a wrench, you can make them a wrench. That's how I got made a wrench, and I'm very honored to be a wrench.
Yeah, I did that on my other software, because what this does is this software is coming back through StreamYard and then to YouTube, and for some reason, I can't do the commands through StreamYard to the chat.
Do you have a cell
wait
phone?
a minute. Wait a minute. I found something here.
Yeah. Jolly has a procedure in there to do that.
Okay, now see what we can do here. Okay, because it's bringing me up.
I got to tell Task Force she's got about 20 seconds and she can come back in.
Approved users. Let's see. Okay, that's not.
You can do this, Mert. You can do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out general. Nope. Permissions. No, that's not doing. This is not doing what I want to do. It's giving me. Interesting what.
Mert, do you have a smartphone that you can use while you're on your computer doing this?
Oh yeah, but what I do is with my PC I can open. I've got a separate window open. It's the same thing I can do with the smartphone actually, but.
Okay,
Just for the hell of it, let me bring up. Let me use.
Just bring up your smartphone and get in the chat, and you can make anybody in there a wrench, and you don't have to worry about the other software.
All right, let's see what we're gonna do here. Bring up YouTube.
Come on, Task Force. Come on, Timmy. Come on, talk to us. Somebody, please.
Okay, I gotta turn this down or I'm gonna be listening to echoes. There we go. All right, now let's go down. There we go here. Oh, son of a gun.
There you go.
Okay, all right.
And if L. Kennedy Mama doesn't get a wrench, I'm gonna have to resign my wrench because she's one of your best.
Well, if she wants a job, she has it.
And Jolly.
Okay. I have nobody but moderators in here at this. Okay. All right. Speak up.
Those? There you go. All right. Perfect. Awesome. No troll will live beyond this point. Fantastic. See, you did it, Mert.
Levi, you're a wrench.
Levi, absolutely. Alex, Levi, go get Alex and get her in here. Then
yeah, let's make Alex a wrench.
Jolly, outstanding.
So. I thought I did Rebecca.
Oh, yeah, Rebecca, absolutely. Rebecca has been a long time follower and good.
Oh, yeah, she's a riot. I love her videos. She's got to make more. I got to put my glasses on here. Okay, here we go. Oh, Rebecca, you're already a moderator. I don't know why it's not showing up. It probably takes time to go through all this.
Yeah. Oh, they're command posts. How did he get in here? We got to put him in timeout again.
Yeah,
that's what makes them mad. You can ban them, and then they'll say, "Oh, you practice censorship." But if you put them out for 300 seconds, and then they come back in, that pisses them off more than anything else. So it's awesome.
See, the thing of it is, number one, this is not a democracy. I have a right to refuse service. Number two, I posted comments to command posts. I posted comments to the BitChute channel, and every damn one of them are deleted. And so if they're going to delete me, I'm going to delete them. That's as simple as that. And again, we're getting back to, we're not discussing these people anymore. After tonight, we're going on to an entirely different subject. And when everybody tunes in tomorrow night, they're going to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. What is all that noise? Because
we have your back, Mert, no matter what you're going to do.
Because it's important with what I'm doing that we stay on topic. We can't have this kind of garbage coming in on my future live streams because it's it's going to disrupt what the show is about. This up until now, this has just been fooling around, talking about a bunch of trolls and grifters and frauds. But starting tomorrow night, this is taking a totally different and probably a little bit more serious tone. And because of that, I have to have some control over content and who's in here. And
well, you've got that. You've got Lee.
Yeah.
You've got Mama's in there. Jolly's in there. You'll have no problem. There will be no interruptions in your message.
Well,
and I'm hoping the message is, Timothy going to jail. Which.
Well, I wish it was, but it's not that. This is something I have yet to have anybody figure out what it is, but 24 hours from now, everybody's going to know.
Okay.
And we're going down. We're going to go. This is something that is going to surprise you guys. You're not going to believe what's happened. But
well, we support you, Mert, because I've seen the work you've done for years and years and years against these scumbags, and so we're going to support whatever you do. So
well, the beating of the dead horse is going to stop, because that's all you get to a point where you can repeat their sins too many times, and everybody just gets to fall asleep saying, the guy's an idiot. We already know he's an idiot, so move on. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And it's not because of this fake lawsuit. It's because I'm just bored. These people do the same BS
they
all
are
day long.
Incredibly boring. I mean,
yeah, because they can go over. She posts on her personal Facebook page and on all the Timothy Charles Holmseth blog and on the BitChute channel and so on and so forth, all this Q garbage. And I'm not interested in the Q garbage. So if they can stick to the Q garbage, I'll be fat and happy about it. I'm already fat, and I'll be happy about it. And
you've got an overweight, alcoholic adulteress that has run off with the skeeziest person on the face of the earth, Timothy Holmseth, driving around in a dirty Nissan. It's how more tawdry could you get, and how more boring? I mean, they have nothing to say. They're not relevant, and that's the biggest thing that hurts these, because they are sociopaths and they think they're really great. But
okay, where is Sharp's attack? All right, I'm hitting the three dots. All I get on the three dots is put user in timeout and block user. I don't get a third option.
There's task force. Task force is back. I'm gonna show her comment before I put her out for task force. You're going out for 300 seconds.
There's got to be a way to ban these people, man.
Oh, there is, but to me, it's more fun just to kick them out for 300 seconds because that drives them crazy.
Because you can go ahead
they're waiting for 300 seconds to get back in to post some bullshit comment.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, do these people not have a life that they've got to come in here? And
No.
all right, let me get my glasses back on here now, Sharp. Don't go scrolling away on me. It's funny. I can do this on the phone, but I can't do it on the. All right, here we are. Okay, another tool in the toolbox. So
let's see what did Task Force say? She said losers.
That's all she does. She says losers.
What's her comment?
That's her comment. Losers. She either says losers or she wants to see my living room.
Very original. She got timed out for 300 seconds for posting losers. And she'll be back. She'll be back in 299 seconds. And that's the fun of this for me. I mean, she actually has nothing better to do with her time than to wait.
Yeah, Jolly, I want her booted for good. The task force, high command, and this other guy that's disappeared. They all need to be banned.
That's a shame to me because I love to play with them a little bit.
I like to play with them too, John. But what's going to happen is tomorrow, even these stupid comments are going to be disruptive, and I can't have that.
Well, how about we play with them tonight, and then tomorrow they're booted forever.
Oh yeah, this is like I said, this is the last night. You guys can play with them to your heart contents tonight.
All right.
But tomorrow I lower the boom.
That's fair.
They've got they've got all these social media sites: BitChute, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Gab, all of that.
I would love Task Force to click your link and come on here and tell us, her story. How maybe we have Timmy wrong. Maybe Timmy is the greatest journalist in the history of the world. Maybe she is, a producer of the greatest news program ever. But she really has to come on here and tell us that, so she can convince us, other than just making comments like losers. That's not very convincing.
She could always promote the book. I'll give her permission to promote the book. What the hell?
Yeah, she should read it. That would be awesome. If Task Force, you have Mert's permission to come on right now and read excerpts from Timmy's disgusting pedophile book. That
reminds me. I got to find that comment. I was given permission to post this comment, and now I got to find it. So I don't know if I've got it. I don't think I've got it up already. I'm going to have to go get it. All right. Well, indulge me here. Chat or something. When I go over, I got to go over onto Twitter and download this. And we got new comments.
Oh, Lewis Berry. Mama got Lewis. Hold on, let me see what Mama got. Let's see.
I wish I quit hitting that light.
Let's see. Lewis said, "You will be held accountable for airing the audio of that filthy video. Vulgar."
Works for me. I'm already being sued, so just tack it on.
Lewis, why don't you come on and explain yourself? You really should. Bunch of very sick people, Mert. We know that. Lewis, come on. We'll get you some help.
Okay.
We have referrals.
Okay, let me go up here. Where did I put that damn picture? Damn it. That frost my cake.
Oh, command post is back. Command post is back from her 300 second. Task Force and Lewis Berry are fake copycats. You role players are not part of it. Sorry, command post. Neither are you. You're in timeout.
Trying to figure out. For whatever reason, my chat is frozen. There it goes. I had to type something to get it going, and for some reason it froze. Yeah, tomorrow the boots start.
Yeah.
All right. They
Ban forever. I think it's
until
hilarious.
they make a sock account. Yeah.
It's hilarious how they will wait for 300 seconds and then come back and post some ridiculous
What
stuff.
are they doing for the 300 seconds? That's
You gotta wonder.
that's 5 minutes. And
You got, especially Randy and Timmy. What on earth are they doing for 300 seconds? That's
well, that's
horrible. So what state do we think they're in now, Mert?
I haven't the foggiest idea, and I really don't care. Because they're outside the state of Minnesota, so that's not going to do us any good, which is too bad because the reward is now $10,000, so they're twice as valuable.
10G for Timmy, and you know I do wonder about what state they're in, because they're wanted in Florida, in Minnesota, they're wanted in Virginia, they're wanted in Colorado, and they're. I really have to make a list because.
Yeah, do you have any paperwork for Virginia by any chance?
No, because it's still an investigation. So there won't be any paperwork until they issue warrants on these assholes.
Okay, well, when that happens, I want to be the first to know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I forgot to transfer this comment into the computer.
And they could be wanted in South Carolina because they were stalking Linwood. So that's another. They're Indiana because Delphi and the task force are looking for them up there. So
there may be something federal out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky before too long, but that's I haven't heard back from them yet.
They're running out of states.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bingo card. One of these days they're going to go bingo.
Yeah. B60. Timothy Holmseth goes to jail. Bingo.
Okay, now we're going to see if this transfer is over. Kim Picasio gave me permission to put this up. And this is to Randy. They can distribute that book far and wide because any normal person will know he's crazy after page 2. It's a testament to his obsession. Feel free to let her know that. Well, now she knows that. And Kim Picasio has called Timothy Holmseth crazy. So Randy, sue Kim. I dare you to. Tim tried to sue her once already. And Tim tried to sue me once already. So maybe the second time is the charm. Who knows? So go ahead and
those turds couldn't sue themselves, if they had to. This is all just the end stage of a failed enterprise that is just swirling down the toilet bowl. And they have nothing else to do except drive across the United States, post bullshit on the internet, try to gaslight you, and send you emails like you're being sued, which are ridiculous,
Well, well, after today, they're going to have to figure, they can sit there and talk about me all they want, because they're being monitored. Any comments they make about me being involved in criminal activities and so on and so forth is being archived. And I got to see what's going on here. I just sent something.
Well, I would like to see, I'm putting a hashtag out right now, justice for Mert, because you have been harassed by these assholes longer than anybody I know. And I think, Mert, if you found a competent civil attorney in Florida, Randi, as Alex has told us, she thinks she's so smart, but she let the trust go on those 2 condos in Largo, so she has attachable property.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to file a defamation lawsuit against her, you would probably own 2 condos in Largo, Florida, and that would make me happy.
Well, that's part of a summary judgment. You start putting liens on things and so forth. I've already consulted someone. See, they don't realize with my dealership, I deal in classic cars. And one of the things that happens in lawsuits is assets start getting auctioned off. And I'm right there to broker the cars for the buyer. I buy the cars, turn around, sell them, make 20%. So I know how the system works. I know who does these things, and I know the companies that do them. And if Craig Sawyer ever gets one of these companies, he'll be that much richer.
And Craig will get the condos, but if you file before him on the condos, Mark, you'll get them.
Mm-hmm.
and they're closer to you. And now with the real estate boom in Florida, that could be worth, $400,000 or $500,000.
Yeah, because the house.
They won't even show up for the trial. They won't respond in any way. You'll get a summary judgment, and then you'll own 2 condos in Largo that she's abandoned, like everything else. She's abandoned her husband. She's abandoned her job. She's abandoned her family, and I would really look into that, Mark, because I think you could do that fairly easily, and you would deserve every penny of it from the shit you went through from these 2 turds over the years.
Well, and it's not just me. I mean, Kim has had to put up with this for longer than I have, and then they bring people in like you. That was a wrench for 15 minutes, and all of a sudden you get called all kinds of things and having your reputation destroyed. And all these other people, I mean, it's just, if it was me, I can take it. I've had to put up with this crap for 12 years. And, but just because of me, all these other people are getting dragged down the toilet. And that's what annoys me about all this.
Yeah, well, don't worry about me, because that turd they used, that video, when we put him down as a convicted pedophile, he's been going after us for 10 years too. So it's they just happened to run across that and thought it was something they could use against me, which is fine. And now they've made themselves part of a multi-jurisdictional case in Virginia against domestic terrorists that they're just not that smart.
Yeah, and I put out, this was sent to me in my email, and this is a Okay, I had a glitch in the software. I hope I'm still on here.
Yeah, I lost your audio for a second, Mark.
Yeah, the software crashed, and I had to reload everything. Okay, let me turn the camera off. Ah, for some strange reason, all of a sudden, bam! That happened when I uploaded this image. No, this is sent to me. That was what I was going to explain this. This is a shipping order from the United Parcel Service, and they are being sent some kind of legal notice, each one of them.
I'll go out and I'll come back in.
All right. Anyway, they are being served some kind of legal notice, and this photograph was sent to me, and so I'm not sure what the thing is. So I can take that for what it's worth. Let me. Oh, yeah. The first question I asked, does anybody hear me? Randi Erickson and Timothy Charles Holmseth, by the looks of this image. It's right up in the very top of the page. You'll see a blotted out section here, which is probably an address, and then above that is the name Timothy Charles Holmseth on the left, white male, and Randi Lynn Erickson, white female, on the right. And so, okay, I'm going to bring John back in. And John, you need to unmute your mic again.
I can hear you really well now.
Yeah, for some reason the software crashed. And I got a big white page that says, everything went kafooey, and I had to go and reload it. But apparently the chat stays up, so that's good. I didn't have to go through and do all that all over again. But yeah, Astro, I read Timmy's book. I've got 2 copies of it. And so, I've read both. I've read a copy of the book, and I've gone over it on my live streams over the past couple of years. Astro X is somebody that I have known from back in the Haley Cummings days. And I'll just leave it at that. We've had our ups and downs in our relationship with each other. And she shows up every once in a while. Well, the only reason I read it is for research, because what he writes in the book is basically out on the internet anyway. But when I got the copy of the book, I had to go through it page by page by page. It's a difficult read to see exactly what he was talking about. And it's 99% Kim Bacasio. It's his accusations against her. And one copy I got from radio, and the other copy I got retail. I got it from a secondhand bookstore online. The book is not for sale anywhere. But what they're doing is Timmy and Randy are running around the country giving them away.
Porno shops.
Yeah, Astro's fine. As long as she is civil, I'm going to allow her to stay. Because she rarely comes in here. She's just somebody I knew from a long time ago, and I don't know if you could call us friends, but we know each other. We've had issues with each other in the past. But no, Astro, Timmy, I got the book from the person I believe is Astro, because it was kind of a rather convoluted affair how I got it. But when I was in Atlanta, I was able to get a hold of the book.
Well, their time is running short, Mert. So we have Minnesota, Indiana, Florida, Virginia, Ashley State. I can't remember where
Minnesota.
So he's got two in Minnesota. They're looking for him in Colorado with ABCOG, and also some southern states wherever all that went on. And oh, here's a question, and I hope everybody in here is calling Neely Blanchard's public defender, is why Kirk Pendergrass is not on their witness list, because he was part and parcel, a huge reason that Neely Blanchard was involved with E-Clause, had her hopes, inflated and then dashed by these people. And what I'm going to be doing in the next little while is talking to her public defender and getting Kirk on their witness list, because I can't imagine having a trial, and there has to be some sort of value in diminished capacity for both Chris Hallett and the psyop that Kirk and Chris did on Neely. So my goal is to have Kurt Pendergrass by October on that witness list, because that little weasel okay, contempt of court is good, and but he needs to be on the witness list in a murder case to let people know exactly what he did and how he just preyed on a basically defenseless, desperate woman with his partner Chris Hallett, and they were partners in that business. And how could he not be on a defense witness list? That was you were reading that the other day, and I was like, how on earth has Kirk? So I myself will be calling her defense attorney and encouraging them to put him on that witness list, because I think Neely basically is screwed. But if there's any mitigating factors, what they did to her should be heard in that courtroom.
That list that I read is preliminary.
Yeah.
We're at a point in her proceedings where the discovery is going to start being flooding onto the docket, because you've only seen the tip of the iceberg. Marion County is doing something a little different when it comes to publishing discovery. They're holding a lot of it back, and they've got to release it eventually under Florida sunshine. So the stuff will be coming out, and there is a very large witness list by the prosecution, and so I would suspect that Kirk Pendergrass may wind up having to come to Florida along with some other people.
And he better. I don't think he'd be any use to the prosecution, but I think he would be of tremendous use to the defense, because those two were the ones that got a hold of her when she was half sane and was trying just to pursue a legal way to get her children back. And that business that they both worked in, they both had contact with her. I'm sure there's email trails, there's computer records, but if that little gutless prick doesn't end up on the defense witness list, her her defense attorney must be a joke. But that's another one of the calls I have planned is to her defense attorney to at least make him appear and under oath, speak to all the false hopes that he gave Neely before this incident happened, and basically helped get his partner killed. So that seems to me like it would be something you'd want to hear in a capital murder case. So
yeah, well, Kirk needs to be brought into this, and I had published earlier on here that there is strong evidence of the possibility that someone within the PPTF organization put it into Neely's head that Chris Hallett was working against her, and he was actively trying to keep the children away from her and got her angry enough to the point where she executed Chris Hallett.
Yeah. But those two, they worked for years because she didn't even know Chris Hallett, and Pendergrass was working on her head from day one. As soon as she found his dumb little Facebook, Monday Night Law or Kirk's Law Corner or whatever it was, to give false hope to somebody who was desperate, and he was the first one that drew her into that. And towards the end, who knows what happened, but he was definitely a part of that. He's a partner with Hallett in that business, and he had personal contact with Neely too. I'm told from several people, and pretty serious personal contact. And the guy is just a scumbag, and he needs to be part and be brought in front of a trial and be put under oath. And his little sovereign, I'm I'm not going to enter a plea is not going to work in that case. And he that little worm needs to face the music, and I can't think of any better place to do that than at Neely's trial, because he is part and parcel, a huge part of how that all happened, because without him, it wouldn't have happened.
Well, there's the three cases are intertwined. We've got the Neely Blanchard case, we got the case in Colorado, and we've got the case with Field McConnell down here in Florida. And all three of these cases tie together. And, it's when things start to move along on these cases, that's when all of this is going to come out. The truth shall prevail eventually in all of these.
Yeah, and that's how justice is supposed to work. And I would love, and I really think that these people that, including Pendergrass and Hallett, contributed to Field's wife's strife, which might have caused her death. I mean, she's a relatively young woman. She was going through, what, and Field obviously was a part of that, because he did what he did, but then they're relying on these two charlatans, and how much of that put stress on that woman where she died before any of this was even resolved. So. It's and he is part of E-Clause. E-Clause isn't the murder. E-Clause was involved with all these different cases and giving advice to Abcug and everybody else. So he needs to be on a witness stand somewhere. So let's see if we can make that happen.
Yeah. Well, I think Astro is missing a lot of information, and she needs to, she can monitor. I have no problem with her monitoring, because maybe she'll learn a few things. because this is a situation where people gave people false hope, and the net result is one woman is on trial for first-degree murder, another woman is on trial for attempted child kidnapping, and a man is on trial for making death threats against an officer of the court. And there are other cases that are working their way through the courts that tie all these people together, as well as several investigations being done by 3 different levels of law enforcement, including the NCIS is the latest one to get involved in what's going on. So, Astro, just stay tuned, watch the chats, go back and review all my videos, and maybe you can catch up on what's going on. And, thank you for coming in and, being polite with your comments. I appreciate that much.
Yeah. And don't worry, Astro. We're on the right side of the law. You don't have to worry about people that are charlatans, that are taking advantage of people, that are lying, cheating, grifting. You don't have to worry about them. They have no power at all. But I appreciate your feelings, but we have to be on the side of justice, and if there is a justice, Kurt Pendergrass will be in that courtroom, called by the defense to explain exactly what he said and did, and what relationship he had with Neely before Chris Hallett was killed. So hopefully that'll occur. So we do the best we can, Mert.
Yeah, that we do. And all I can do is I just give the message, and it's up to people to decide what to do with it. Now, I'm going to be closing out, and what I want to remind everybody that starting tomorrow at 9 p.m., again, I will be making an announcement, because tomorrow is going to be the beginning of a countdown. And I will explain what the countdown is and what is going to happen when the clock runs out. Some of you might have guessed what this is. Others are going to be completely surprised, especially in how fast this developed. So I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I appreciate all my new wrenches, because with what's going to be happening tomorrow night, and then from then on, I need to have a clean house. So again, thank you. Like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, always, give me a like. Need all the likes I can get, because I'm over 1,000 now, and I'm just waiting for YouTube to make up their mind, and this is going to open a few doors.
And we'll be there tomorrow at 9, Mark. You've got a lot of people that have consistently followed you and seen the work that you've done, and we support you, and we'll continue to do that. So it's going to be a bad night for the trolls tomorrow night, and I'm excited to hear the new information. So I'll be there.
This is going to be interesting, to say the least. So until we meet tomorrow night, have a good one, and have a good weekend. Don't blow yourself up with fireworks and stuff. I know it's the 4th of July, and people are going to be doing celebrating, but if you can come in for a brief amount of time, at least in the first 15 minutes, that's fine. And if you can't make it in, it'll be recorded so you can hear what's going on. Good night, everybody, and good luck.
Good night.